Hey guys, my name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. Okay, so before we get into Smackdown, I feel like I should cover this just because it is in the headlines right now, just because it's in the news media. And I touched on this just for a split second, but I didn't really find this to be that big of a deal, mind you. Like, I get obviously how it looks. It makes Tony Khan look like a fucking coward, because he absolutely is a fucking coward. And honestly, like I said, as far as the optics look, like, it doesn't look good. I touched on this before when discussing the whole Daniel Bryan fired CM Punk stuff, but apparently there's a rumor going around. Now, again, it's just a rumor. As a matter of fact, Santana completely shot it down, but there was a rumor going around that Santana was fined by Daniel Bryan, and again, he shot it down, but okay, so is this whole situation with Daniel Bryan is apparently like some that's what they called him. What I seen it on it was a Wrestling Observer, but someone called him a sheriff for online content as far as the wrestlers' behaviors. Now, there's two ways you can. I don't disagree with either one of them. On one hand, optically speaking, it makes Tony Khan look like a complete and utter pussy, because my guy, you should probably put people who are like, not compromised positions, because ethically that looks horrific, because again, there's a lot of things that go into this, and you could probably look at the person and say to themselves that they're playing favoritism or double standards. It's not to say that Bryan Danielson can do that, but why put someone in that position, and why put them in that position to be alienated by the rest of the locker room? Some may say that, Bryan Danielson has enough respect where that might not be the case, but just why even open Pandora's box like that? I don't know, beyond me. But I will say this. I wish he would put someone a little bit more professional in that position. Not to say that Bryan Danielson's a bad guy, but someone with a legitimate, background in media. I wish that was the consideration that Tony Khan would have took, but maybe he wants to save money. Maybe he's a cheap bastard. I know a lot of billionaires who are cheap bastards. Not really. Maybe Warren Buffett. I don't know. Well, let me not get into that. Long story. I don't know Warren Buffett. Let me fucking stop playing around. No, but seriously, Bryan Danielson, also, there have been so much bullshit going on with the boys from AEW, constantly bickering on Twitter and Instagram and all this other kind of stuff, and they're making the company look like a complete and utter fucking hellhole. They're making it look like the what's it called, the inmates that ran to the asylum, which they kind of are. Bryan Danielson is the one giving fines for this kind of shit, right? But hopefully this kind of keeps the boys in check, and maybe it'll keep AEW from looking consistently like, the worst promotion in professional wrestling. Yeah, they are as far as entertainment, but like business-wise also, as far as professionalism is considered. Because seriously, I know Mexican outlaw fucking promotions who have had less trouble than AEW in recent years, like, really. So, and on the grand scheme of things, it's like, yeah, this is not really a bad thing. It's just, maybe Bryan Danielson shouldn't be in that position. Just saying, I don't know, maybe that's just me in the end of the day. But with that being said, do we have anything else we want to talk about before we get into Smackdown? No, we don't? Okay, this is actually a pretty solid fucking lineup for tonight. I don't mean just the wrestling, because WWE gets it more than AEW. It's not just about the wrestling, it's the presentation of what you're actually going to put forward for that night. So hang on for a second. WWE Smackdown tonight. I know we have Smackdown, CM Punk, he's going to be here tonight, so that's pretty cool. It's supposed to be a tribute of the troops, homecoming. Cody Rhodes, he's going to be on Smackdown. Cody Rhodes? Why? Okay, whatever. Randy Orton and LA Knight are going to take on Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. Okay. Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar, and Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross in the United States title tournament. Another fucking tournament, because we can't escape these shits. At least this one's actually going for a sanctioned fucking title, Tony. We have Charlotte taking on Asuka. Okay. All right, pretty solid fucking lineup. Again, this is a solid fucking lineup for tonight. Hopefully we get some news tidbits coming out of this, because you know your boy, he's trying to get back to around that 5,000 subscriber mark, that 6,000 subscriber mark, as it used to be back in the days. So let's get them subscribers up, let's get them likes up. And you know, but I don't want it because I'm begging for it. I want you guys to give it to me because I earn it. Because unlike lefties, I believe in meritocracy, and I believe in pulling myself up by the bootstraps and sticking it straight up your candy ass. So with that being said, let's get into the show. This should be a fun show, a funny McFun show. Let's go, and let's go, and let's go. Oh, that was pretty cool. All right, so far so good. We're about to get Bobby Lashley and Karrion Kross, so this should be pretty unique. I mean, I will say, I'm kind of like conflicted and stuff like that when I see these tributes to the Troop Show. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but how was y'all show in the military? Your boy was in the E3, private first class. All right, I was in there, MOS 15 Papa, aviation operating specialist. All right, I was stationed in Kentucky. I was stationed in Alaska. I was there, folks. I was there. Nah, but it was cool though, man. You know, seeing Bobby Lashley come out, he saluted the audience. Yeah, Cody Rhodes out there cutting his promo. But yeah, it's kind of conflicting. You know, I was actually thinking that to myself also, because I enlisted in 2010. But I didn't ship off till, well, I enlisted technically, yeah, 2010. Because I shipped off December of 2010 is when I shipped off. But I signed up like, 3 days after my birthday, my 18th birthday. So had to go through my AIT in Durrell, do all that stuff. Had to do the ASVAB first and all that other shiznit. But yeah, I mean, I always wanted to attend one of these tribute to the troops. I was actually thinking that one of those days. I was stationed at that time. I was stationed in Relaxing Jackson, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Relaxing Jackson. Anybody in the military, you know about Relaxing Jackson? I had my what was my oh my god, I forgot my drill sergeant's name. Wasn't Gonzalez? I can't remember. It's been like fucking 13 years now? Ooh, no, 12 years. No, 13 years. Almost. Actually, you know what? Is it December 17th? That's when I shipped off. Oh no, it was December 8th. Okay. So like actually a week from now would be my 13th anniversary since I shipped off. So that's pretty cool. But I always wanted to attend these tribute to the Troop Show. I was thinking to myself, you know, because I was in the military, thinking to myself one of these days when I was in the military, like, oh, you know, one of these days I could probably attend one of these shows. That'd be pretty fucking cool. I never attended one, though. I mean, obviously, because back in the days, they were like, because now they're like actually on the military bases in themselves from what it looks like. But like back in the days, they were actually, you know, in like the war zone, you know, they were actually in the desert back in the days. I always wanted to attend one of those shows in the military, but never had the opportunity to. But so far, so good. You know, the show opened up with a match with Santosh Escobar and Dragon Lee. You had Dominic Mysterio come out there. He's promoting a match with him and Dragon Lee for the NXT North American Championship at their at the next NXT show, which is kind of weird because Dragon Lee is like, he's like officially on the main roster now, right? Or am I tripping? I think he is, right? And so is Dominic Mysterio. Obviously, he's with the holy shit. He's with the Judgment Day. Get some juice real quick. Can't be hiccuping through the goddamn video. There we go. But yeah, isn't it kind of weird that you have like one guy from Raw, one guy for Smackdown wrestling for the NXT Championship? Like, goddamn, we got Taz and Mike Awesome all over again. Am I right? Yeah, you youngers don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they had a pretty good match. They had a pretty solid match. I thought it was better than their Survivor Series match, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought this was pretty good. Although I feel like they could still do more. This was better than the Survivor Series match, but that's not really saying much because the Survivor Series match wasn't bad. It just was very disappointing at least from my perspective. And you know, Dominic Mysterio didn't even get involved in the match. You know, Santos kind of beat him clean a little tiny bit, which is, I don't want to step professional wrestling nowadays, dude. Like, you bring Dominic Mysterio all the way to the show. You have him right there. I mean, you don't have to have Santos beat Dragon Lee clean, especially when Dragon Lee's going into a title match. Why couldn't Dominic Mysterio get involved in the actual finish and screw him over? Or maybe I missed it. It didn't look like it. I turned my head for like 2 seconds because I was working on my thumbnail. So maybe I missed it. I don't know. You also had a little promo from Cody Rhodes. Actually, was there anything else that happened on the show? I feel like there was something else that happened on the show that I'm like completely forgetting. Oh yeah, you did have an opener with two random random people who I don't know. I'm not gonna shit on them. I mean, the song was good, okay, it's for our country, so I don't really feel too bad listening to them sing. But I feel like there was something else that happened directly after the intro, because Cody Rhodes cut a promo. Oh, Montez Ford is right there also. He served in the military too, right? He did, right? I'm pretty sure he served in the military. I know he served in, I think it was him. I know Bobby Lashley just said he served in the military. I feel like there was one more person, Lacey Evans. It's a shame that she's not on the show. That's a goddamn crying shame, right? But I feel like there was one more person who served in the military also who's not on the active roster that I just can't remember. But yeah, nevertheless, though, it's nice to see my fellow brothers. I actually got a friend who's actually, believe it or not, I got a friend who's actually in Israel right now. So, checking up on him. He's in good spirits, so he's he actually did a tour of Korea also back in 2016. He's actually, he went in with me in 2010 when I went in as an E3 because I had JROTC in my background from my high school years. But he went in as an E1, and it's pretty cool to see him on Facebook. He's actually right now he's a first sergeant, which is really fucking cool. I mean, just thinking that we both went in. I gotta post some pictures some of these days of my time in the military. God, there's like one picture of me look like a complete fucking douchebag. I got my shirt off. I got my military cap on. I'm bald as fuck. I'm in my military fatigues. I'm kneeling and I'm throwing up a do sign with everybody in my battalion. I was probably like, what? That was like in 2012 when I took that picture, so I was probably like I was 18 still. I was turning 19 at the time though. I was ripped the fucking shreds too. Holy fuck! Like picture Steve Urkel but buff as fuck. That was me. I was on the fucking. I was ripping shred. I was ripped to the max. I was like Lex Luger in this bitch. I was like, yeah, steroids. No, I was fucking not, man. If you see me though, I gotta post some pictures some of these days, man. I'm gonna post some pictures so you guys can see it some of these days, man. But yeah, with that being said though, good shit so far. I mean, the Santos Escobar match it delivered on a different level, and Cody Rhodes was he was Cody Rhodes. But wait, hang on, before I go, was there anything else? Let me look at some of the coverage real quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I see Karrion Kross right now. He's about to have his match. And JBL's on commentary tonight, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody just really cares about what the fuck's gonna happen with CM Punk. CM Punk. What's gonna happen with CM Punk? Let me see. Hang on for a second. Let me see. Fuck, they didn't upgrade the fucking thing yet. Okay, who cares? What's on the spoiler for tonight anyways? Let me see while I'm talking to you assholes right now. Also, CM Punk is going to be in the middle of actually, according to the spoilers, CM Punk should be coming up next after this Bobby Lashley stuff and Karrion Kross match. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was Randy Orton. Yeah, that's right. Randy Orton was having like a little bit of a back and forth with fucking Nick Aldis, and he gave him $10,000, and Nick Aldis was like, $10,000? So it was only a $5,000 fucking $5,000 fine or whatever, and Randy Orton was like, yeah, but this is for next time. So yeah, there you go. And this match should be very interesting, so let's get to it. Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross. I talked way too much in this one. Okay, that was interesting. There's a bunch of interesting stuff happening in this last hour, man, that we have to talk about for a second. Right now, I just got finished seeing CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, and they had a little bit of a conversation discussing the Royal Rumble. Why are they discussing the Royal Rumble? We'll get to that in a minute. First and foremost, let me just get this out of the way. Bobby Lashley and Karrion Kross. With all due respect to Karrion Kross, man, holy shit, why were you brought back? Like, why were you brought back, my guy? Like, I don't get it. Like, you got released and you came back to be a bigger loser than what you were previously. At least then you were putting over people like Jeff Hardy. I mean, granted, you did put over Bobby Lashley. I mean, but you had more television time. No, you didn't. Fucking put this guy out of his misery. Let him go back to Impact Wrestling, okay? I'm pretty sure AEW doesn't want him either, okay? He's a failure. His character's a failure. He sucks in the ring. He's boring as hell. I'm sorry. He was clunky as hell in the ring with Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry, Karrion Kross. You move as bad as Bobby Lashley in the ring. You're probably like a decade younger than him. Make that make sense, huh? But Bobby Lashley won the match, and he's moving on in the tournament. And I just got finished watching this match real quick with Charlotte and Asuka. Why did I say real quick? Why did I say that all the time? It's like a go-to word. Holy shit. But yeah, Charlotte had a match with Asuka. Not good at all. It was very suckish. Charlotte, as always, botching the fucking moonsault. You know what I will say, though? I will say this. The finish came with Bayley interfering in the match, because in the beginning of the match, you had the girls from Damage Control, Io and Kairi. They were gonna, watch the back of Asuka, but then they were met by Mia Yim and what's the other girl's name again? Oh yeah, Zelina Vega, and they backed them up into a corner with what's her name? What's the girl's name again? Oh man, who was the girl next to Bianca Belair? Oh yeah, Shotzi probably. And they kind of like took them out, and then they had their match, but again, it was really, really shitty. But Bayley came out to the ring, and she offered her assistance, and she ended up distracting Charlotte. But the way she distracted Charlotte was, again, it's more promoting of this feud. Bayley got up on the apron, and it looked like Asuka was gonna hit her off the apron, but instead Charlotte, and like the most telegraphed fucking punch in the history of fucking punches or elbows, I don't know, she ended up hitting Bayley, which was enough of a distraction for Asuka to get the roll up win. But is this like the first time Asuka has ever beaten Charlotte like on a one-on-one? I feel like she probably did, but I can't remember if Asuka has ever beaten Charlotte like on television one-on-one or pay-per-view one-on-one. And if she did, I bet that wasn't clean either, right? God, they just cannot give Asuka just a clean win over Charlotte. I feel like maybe she has had a one-on-one clean win, but I just don't remember at all. But it's just more progression of the story at the end of the day, so that's fine. And, I'm perfectly cool with that. As a matter of fact, let me help you guys out here for a second, because I know you don't want to hear anything in regards to what I got to discuss with these guys. I'm probably sure you're going to click directly on the CM Punk timestamp, so I'm not going to include Punk on this timestamp. I'm going to include him in the next timestamp, just so I don't bore you guys in fucking tears. We're going to talk about CM Punk in the next one. Okay, so let's just get directly into it, because I'm pretty sure the majority of you clicked on this video and clicked directly on this timestamp just to hear about what happened with CM Punk. So first and foremost, I will say CM Punk did bump into Kevin Owens backstage. I talked about him bumping into Cody Rhodes, but he also bumped into Kevin Owens backstage also. So CM Punk comes out, right? He starts to reference all the stuff with him signing with Raw or him signing with Smackdown. Crowd gave him a pretty nice pop also. I was trying to look at the crowd because they were really, really loud, and I was trying to see, okay, whether or not it's actually them or is it piped in. Now the majority of them moving around. It was actually, CM Punk got a pretty gnarly, CM Punk chant going for himself, if you will. It is only his second appearance, or I guess his second appearance on television. But like, they were really, really loud, right? And finally, we got something of any kind of semblance. Actually, this whole promo did a lot of stuff, but we finally got some semblance of news in regards to fucking CM Punk saying something noteworthy. Finally. Okay, not like we didn't know this was gonna happen, but hell, he could have mentioned this on Raw and I would at least put the promo over a little tiny bit. He's gonna be on... Wait, no, who the fuck is warranted? Oh, those are the two people in the Grammy. Okay, my bad. He's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. He referenced throwing out 29 superstars and finally completing his dream at main eventing the WrestleMania. This dude, by the way, can I say this also? With all due respect to CM Punk, okay? He's a little bit more jacked than what he was previously, but man, I swear, for a guy who's straight edge, he looks like a crackhead. Why he keeps bugging out his eyes like that? What the fuck is that, bro? Throughout the promo, he kept talking. Whenever he got intense, he started bugging out his eyes. Like, holy shit, bro. Did you catch the Tony Khan? Holy shit. But now he starts talking a little bit more. He starts to reference a couple of people. He did mention also that, I was an OG Paul Heyman guy, because he was talking about Roman Reigns, and he was like, what do you guys want to hear me talk about? He was making reference to Cody Rhodes' quote of, what do you guys want to talk about? And he was like, let's talk about the guy who wasn't here, Roman Reigns. Always remember, he was my wise man before he was your wise man, which was pretty cool. He made reference to the bloodline, including Jey Uso. He wants to work with him on Raw. And then he starts to talk about his history with Randy Orton. And then he starts to talk about wanting to team up with LA Knight, put him over with the crowd. And then he got to what everybody wants to talk about, and he didn't fully acknowledge him. He started to talk, obviously, about Seth Rollins, and he essentially was like, because the crowd started chanting, doing the song and everything. And they were like, and he was like, yeah, keep doing that, because that's the only thing he has going for him right about now, which I thought was a pretty gnarly burn. That was pretty good, I guess it was pretty good, I guess. And then he made reference to AEW. he said, I'm not going to speak verbatim what he said, but he essentially said, because he was talking about Kevin Owens, wanting to face Kevin Owens, and he was like, well, that guy goes around backstage punching people in the face. And he's like, oh, yeah, right? Like, that's a bad thing, punching people in the face backstage. It's 2023. Come on. Like, I can't really deal with that. That's messed up. What the hell? Which I thought was funny. Everybody got it immediately, and they started chanting CM Punk. All of them got it immediately. Some of them were actually laughing in the audience. It was a good gnarly burn for the most part. But essentially, he said that he's going to show up on Raw, and he's going to finally sign his contract for either Raw or SmackDown. Which is fine, I love it. It was a lot better. It was a lot better than what he did on Raw. I can tell you that much. And actually, he just walked up right now. You probably didn't even catch that pause, did you? I'm such a good editor. I mean, maybe if I was a little bit better, you guys would actually get the downfall video. But no, he just walked up right now to Randy Orton and LA Knight, and he was like, "Oh, good luck, boys." And Randy Orton asked LA Knight, is he ready? And LA Knight went, yeah. But yeah, this was a lot, again, like I said, a lot more impactful than what the fuck we got on Raw. Now you guys see the difference? Tell me you see the difference now. For all the CM Punk fag boys out there, for the WWE tribalists, the WWE crybabies. Devontae, why'd you say CM Punk had a terrible promo? Devontae, why'd you don't like CM Punk? Devontae, I don't want to he was very, very... Are you now seeing? Do you see the difference in promos? I like this promo because it has substance. He actually said stuff that was newsworthy. There was actually a cliffhanger attached to it. He actually gave you some funny jabs. Now, granted, CM Punk did make note of the fact that, hey, no one can cut my time now because I'm in the middle of the card. So that might have something to do with it. But let's not sit here and pretend what he did 2 weeks ago was actually fucking good. You're not going to convince me, and you're not convincing yourselves either. You're just saying that because it happens to be labeled WWE. But if he cut that same promo in AEW, you'd be throwing a bitch fit. All right, so let's not play games. But you see the difference now. This promo was actually good. This was actually something that I would have probably loved to see on Raw, wasting 3 hours of my life with that goddamn embarrassment of a show. You see, it's a big difference, folks. So stop clouding your judgment with tribalistic nonsense. Stop pretending as if WWE and AEW is politics and you have to pick left or right. They both suck. Love them both. Cherish them both, okay? Love them both and cherish them both as they both suck. All right, but good shit from CM Punk and good stuff all throughout the night with him meeting up with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. You got to think that we're going to inevitably get the face-to-face with maybe Seth Rollins on Monday if he's face-to-face with all these guys, but who knows? Who knows? And should be very interesting when that Royal Rumble show comes along, right? Is that going to be his debut, though? Is he going to debut at the Rumble or re-debut, I guess, at the Rumble? That'd be pretty cool if he does that. Don't let him wrestle no more. Let him re-debut at the Rumble so it will legitimately be, you know what? Actually, let me see something. Am I tripping? Let me see something for a second. Hang on. Let me see. Royal Rumble 2020. Oh, I guess it'd be 2024, right? That's gonna be the Royal Rumble 2024. It's on January 27th. Now I want to see something real quick. Royal Rumble. Hang on. 2014. No way. Huh. Hey, the Royal Rumble event in 2014 was January 26th. And the Royal Rumble event in 2024 is January 27th. If he debuts at the 27th event, it would have legitimately been exactly, well, not, I wouldn't say exactly one day off, but it's essentially exactly 10 years to the day that CM Punk had his last match. And how fucking poetic would it be if he had his last match in WWE and the Royal Rumble to return in the Royal Rumble? That'd be pretty cool. We should get Kane to come out and choke someone through the announce table again. That'd be pretty cool. But with that being said, folks, let's continue on with the show because we still, believe it or not, have the main event to continue with. Come on. I'm still talking. Oh, fuck, I forgot to press pause. Oh, God, I forgot to press pause. Hey, kind of a breaking news. I just heard, right before I clicked on to start recording this, I literally just got a notification not even 30 seconds ago. Apparently, Charlotte was injured for real in that match with Asuka. I didn't see anything that looked like it was something noteworthy that indicated that she was hurt. She did the finish, but apparently she was stretchered out of the arena after the match during commercial break. I hope she's okay, but apparently, yeah, breaking news, Charlotte Flair, allegedly, it looks like she was injured during the match. Don't know what the fuck happened. But a tag team match with Randy Orton and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it was a boring match, but it was just to send the crowd home happy for the most part. I mean, the finish was kind of, I would say, not, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say it was a cliffhanger, but something sort of like interesting, intriguing, if you will. You know, you had what's his name, LA Knight. He attempted to go for the BFT, and as he's like taking Jimmy Uso's head down to the mat, Randy Orton turned him around in mid-move like some fucking wrestling game glitch and hit him with the RKO, and then he took the pinfall away from LA Knight. I thought that was a pretty unique finish. That was cool. I liked it. Swolrton, or as I like to call him, Swolrton, strikes again, right? Seriously, that guy is fucking huge right now. But overall, pretty decent night of SmackDown. The matches, nah, they were nothing to write about. If you came here for your professional wrestling, some of your collar elbows and tie-ups, I don't think this was the show for you. But if you came for, like, you know, CM Punk, you came to hear a couple of stories here and there, you know, then this was a show for you. Next week, we got Roman Reigns coming back. So we got back-to-back noteworthy SmackDowns happening. First tonight with CM Punk. Roman Reigns is going to be back next Friday. So can't wait to get around to that, because I do love me some Roman Reigns. Get some news tidbits heading into the Royal Rumble. I mean, we're still, like, how long away from the Royal Rumble, though? It's like, yeah, it's December 8th. Holy shit. Yeah, we still got, like, another... like, not even, goddamn, like a damn near a full month away, like a month and a half or so, because the Rumble's on the 27th of January. I mean, damn, we're almost damn near into February before the Rumble even heads up and comes on. So hopefully, I'm hoping maybe this might be an opportunity for Roman Reigns to, I don't know, call me crazy, but we might hopefully get a television match. That'd be pretty cool. And, you know, hopefully we get more consistent appearances from CM Punk on Raw and Roman Reigns on SmackDown, because that would make WWE television so much more tolerable. You know, to have Roman Reigns and Randy Orton on SmackDown, and to have CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre on Raw. And then you have the Santos Escobar story that's holding down SmackDown in the mid-card also. Hopefully we can get some Logan Paul appearances. You know, they got all their pieces on the chessboard. I will say that. It's just, you know, what's your next move, right? Because in reality, AEW, as I said before, unfortunately has nothing going for it at the end of the day. Like, nothing. No storylines, no wrestlers. Oh, well, Swerve Strickland is pretty hot, but that's nowhere near. Because, like, if Swerve Strickland was on WWE right now, he'd probably be fifth on the priority list, unfortunately. But he's number one in AEW, so that just tells you their state of affairs right now. But WWE, they have a lot of momentum. I would definitely say that. Again, like I said, it just depends on what they're going to do next. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you dig SmackDown tonight? Again, if it was more on the grade scale, I'd probably go low C, and that's mostly carried by what CM Punk was doing tonight. If it wasn't for CM Punk, I'd probably get a very, very low D. So there you go for people who say that I'm a CM Punk hater. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you enjoy SmackDown? Did you enjoy my commentary? Let me know your thoughts on Daniel Bryan going on a fighting spree, apparently. And how do you feel about CM Punk coming on Raw? And do you think he should be signed? Like, you give a fuck at the end of the day. I love how they try to pretend as if Raw and SmackDown are completely two different entities, and they have two separate, unique fucking audiences. But let's play along with what the fuck they're talking about, and we'll tune in for Raw to see what's going to happen with CM Punk. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you fine folks later, and some of you gentlemen, and for the women, call your boy. Okay, not when my girl's around, though. Call me when she's not around. Deuces, P. Eyes.